wanna follow. There's something in the air, I can't explain it, but it's there. Ain't nobody.
So on day 2, this is usually my starting point. I tend to sleep in a bun. I just find it super comfortable because I have very long hair, and also it comes very handy in the mornings. I can jump right into the shower and just, you know, wash my body without getting my hair wet. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Greasy and flat roots, dry and unshaped ends, ponytail dense, unstyled kind of curly bangs in my case, a flat crown which is obvious pillow mark, and last but not least, lack of shine overall. So step 1 for me is to detangle my hair, and for that I always use my beloved Tangle Teaser Compact Styler. This is an amazing tool. It's very gentle on your hair, and it's super effective to detangle my hair without pulling or just causing any damage. I always like to start detangling my ends first, and then I just move upwards. The next step is to attack those greasy roots, and for that, of course, we're going to go in with a dry shampoo. My favorite one is by Batiste. First, we shake it well. A good tip is to never be wearing black when handling dry shampoo. And at this distance, which is about 30 centimeters or 12 inches, I'm going to aim right at the root. So usually while I'm waiting for dry shampoo to do its magic, I'm going to be either doing my makeup or my nails or something like that. There's actually 2 things that you are tackling with dry shampoo. It's not only absorbing the natural oils in your roots, but it's also going to give you more volume there. And what I like about this dry shampoo is that it's very finely milled and it's very easy to remove afterwards. After a couple minutes, what I want to do is massage it. Do you guys see how it's already helping me build some volume here? And it also smells amazing. To finish removing the dry shampoo, I usually use my hair dryer, in this case the Elgin 3900, to help me remove every single last bit of powder from my roots. I just don't like when dry shampoo looks like dandruff, so I really want to avoid that. You're going to see me pull my hair, my roots upwards, and that's going to give me a little bit more volume on the roots. The next thing I'm going to do is restyle my bangs a little bit, reshape them. And yeah, for that I'm going to get them slightly wet. If you're in the bathroom sink, you probably don't need to do this, but it's a nice trick. You just put your comb in water. I comb through my bangs from roots to ends so that I dampen them. And then I'm gonna use this Olivia Garding NT44 brush to style them. Now I'm going to fix that flat crown, and for that I'm going to use a larger Olivia Garding brush. This is the NT64, and I'm going to use the exact same trick as before with a slightly wet comb. I'm going to comb through the roots of my crown. I'm going to repeat that one more time. And now I'm going to just leave the brush there so that it allows it to shape a little bit more. And then I'm gonna cool it down with the cooling setting. So as you guys can see, it's already looking pretty decent. We are almost there. What I'm going to tackle now is the dry ends, and for that I'm going to use one of my favorite hair oils. This is the L'Oreal Elvive Extraordinary Oil, and yeah, I'm just going to apply a couple of pumps. Not the best outfit choice for this video, guys. So what I like to do next is split my hair in half, and then I'm just gonna twist it around like that. This very silly trick not only helps the oil to properly absorb into the hair, which instantly feels so much softer, but it's also allowing us to reshape the hair without the use of further heating tools. So this is the final result for this refreshed day 2 hair. Hope you guys found this video helpful, and I will talk to you all again on my next one.
Do you wanna follow?